All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2. What? It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. And were those good old... I forgot the on which we used to rely.
Ooh.
Family Guy.
You know why I sang that?
Why?
Because Peter Griffin.
I just got the connection.
I had to make a connection with. I was trying to think of all these connections with Peter. I was just.
I thought he was gonna say something like wholesome. Like, you know why I said that? Because Peter's family.
That's pretty wholesome.
What, Peter Griffin?
Yeah.
You want to be compared to Peter Griffin?
Hey, try not to dig too deep into that. What's wrong with you?
He's hot.
I apologize. What?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another
Peter's a
episode of Lite Talk. We are your hosts. I am Min.
I'm Stefan.
I am Patrick.
And I'm Peter.
Ooh,
Whoa.
plot twist.
Oh.
Where's Harry? He's fired.
Harry is for guys who don't know, Harry is technically an employee. So you are looking at the four shareholders.
This is the actual owner.
He's his actual owner. It's like a board meeting.
It's a board meeting. We're in a board meeting right now.
I had to kick Harry out.
He wasn't performing.
Intern, can I get some water? Hey, you. Okay.
Look at this intern on his phone, man. This is why he's fired.
But we have Peter here today. He is an upperclassman of ours. And in a way, you can say it is because of Peter that we are here today.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, why we are together.
Why we are together.
Peter's the goat.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Please stop saying that.
Yes, the goat.
Okay, in our eyes, he's the goat.
He's the goat.
Thank you.
Is that better?
In our eyes.
For everyone else, you guys could say it. It's
Yeah.
okay. But
But-
yes.
Peter,
Yeah.
why don't you introduce yourself? Give yourself a little intro.
Hello.
That's all he says. Hello.
Yeah. Like Stefan said, so I was the F4 small group leader in college. Do I look at the camera?
No, you don't have to.
You don't
Okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, so I was, the small group leader
Ooh.
with another upperclassman.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember when I was in junior year, met these 4 little baby freshmen, and then they're all very different from one another.
Yeah.
Probably never would have thought they'd become friends, but here they are.
Facts.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming out, Peter.
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
We are going to have special guests.
Our very first guest.
Oh, yeah,
First-
Am I really?
Yeah.
We never-
Wow.
We didn't have anyone else, man.
I
And I
can't-
think this actually means more.
I don't think there's anyone better to do the first guest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
He's
am
like the
honored.
origin.
Considering he owns a part of this.
Yeah. Considering like he's the board member.
So it's kind of insulting if we invite someone else first.
No.
But like Peter said, we were, as we mentioned before, we were in a campus ministry while we were in college.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter here was our small group leader.
Yes.
And in a way, he did form us.
Yes.
Like Peter said, we probably would not have been friends. And me and Min, we knew each other in high school, yet we still didn't hang out.
Mhm.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, so today we're just going to talk a little bit about like Peter, how
The goat.
he sort of formed us, I guess, how it happened,
His college life.
his college life, and maybe you can answer. We'll ask you the question we talked about earlier too. Later in
Okay,
the video.
yeah.
His regrets. His not.
His
All
relationships.
regrets.
Do you
want the
regret
full
meeting
story.
Relationship status.
You want the full story.
Full stories.
Oh,
Origin
man.
of Peter.
The origin of Peter.
So Peter, actually, let's start with a question, right?
Yes.
What made you want to like form us? Like, cause you didn't technically like. Well, I guess in a way you could just say like you guys were the only like freshman guys.
That's a
but,
great
like,
question.
What made you sort of want to, like, is it just like the obligation to have a small group, or was it that you decided to just?
I
Is it
think-
something that made you?
Yeah, I think it started out as like an obligation kind of thing.
Facts.
In a ministry, you're kind of expected to, I guess, kind of lead a small group. And I think we wanted to do something different from previous years where it was like all combined. And so we wanted like an age specific group. So with the new upcoming freshmen, which was you guys, me and my co-leader thought, we should reach out to these kids and start a small group together. I definitely didn't think it was gonna end up like this. I honestly thought it was just gonna be like a meet once a week and like never talk to each other ever again.
Wait,
Like-
genuinely?
Like I mean, because like from my experience, that's usually how it goes.
Oh.
But this is like the best possible outcome. Best
Yeah.
case scenario. Like this is what goals looks
When
like.
did we meet? Like Tuesdays, right?
Tuesdays? Yeah, I think first semester it was
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Whenever we had those deals at that
Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was.
That,
I think that was one of the highlights of
Yes.
the week.
yeah.
Besides Epic, of course, but like, I think I'm pretty sure I skipped class once.
It's okay. I skipped more than once.
The amount of times the upperclassmen told us they skip class is nothing
Yeah.
compared to ours.
Oh man.
But Peter, like he said, I didn't know that was like it was just like you would think we're gonna do a
No, it was
Once and
definitely
thing
yeah.
done?
It was definitely not something that like I was expecting to be like, oh, you guys are gonna become best friends now, you know?
Mhm.
You thought we would just branch off after.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes, you know. But
fact.
That's
Yeah.
I think most of it comes down to you guys made the most out of it, you know, with your
true.
relationships and with your time. So, you know, I'm super happy to see that even now you guys are still as close as you are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's such
that's
like a different demeanor now. He's talking so like a professional, and we're here like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. We say stuff like that's crazy.
our previous is like, yo, shut the fuck up.
But now like,
no.
More respectful.
Please be yourselves.
I can't really say that. It's just, you're telling your ocean story. I'm not gonna like shut the fuck up because we were there.
We were there.
But oh dang,
yeah.
man.
I still remember I don't know if it was the first thing we went to, but we went to Brian's, that burger place.
Yeah.
You guys paid for us, and I was like, dang. So I think that was a bit more like crazy for me because I never had that experience. Before.
Yeah.
It's always like with
Yeah.
family and stuff, but like I never had like someone else like pay for me like that.
Yeah, I definitely think that was probably like a one-off. That probably didn't happen often.
Yeah, it did not. It did not.
Because I mean, back then we were still college students
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
you know?
facts,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah.
That's fair.
Sure. I think once we graduated, we're definitely more willing to, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, I'm glad that kept you guys, you know, engaged.
Thank you for the other upperclassmen as well. You
Yes.
know who you are. Don't know
Yes,
you,
sir.
but
Yes, sir.
Probably not, but
You
Well,
never know.
But like, what made you invest in us?
oh yeah,
Because you
didn't
mentioned the
invest your
initial,
time, yeah.
but like, what
Mhm.
made you keep on going
yeah.
with us then?
I think, first of all, genuinely, I liked each and every one of you guys.
It's gonna make us cry in this episode.
No. I mean, because like even today, you know, you guys, I see you guys as like younger brothers, you know, more than anything, you know. But for me personally, I think college, especially like, you know, freshman sophomore year, for me was very difficult
Mhm.
in a lot of ways.
Okay.
And so for me to like invest in you guys was kind of like, like helpful, beneficial for me too,
Mhm.
in a way, kind of. But also I wanted to like, you know, give you guys support that I didn't have when I was at your age.
Dang.
And so I mean, yeah, I think as an older person, you want to see the younger people, you know, do well and thrive.
Better than
Yeah.
how you were.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
True.
I think that was my main motivation
Mm.
early on.
Oh,
And even today, yeah.
dang.
Look at us now.
Yeah, you guys are all like, you know, in the world doing things, good things, you know, making people proud.
Awesome.
I think.
Yeah, for sure. Don't worry.
I'm glad.
Did we?
You guys make me proud.
That's all that matters.
Dang.
Oh.
Wait. What did you study in college?
Oh, I studied computer science.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
money do you make? No, I'm kidding.
Huh?
Let's just say he makes more money than all of us.
No, you don't know that.
No, you just told us his salary earlier.
And I know their salaries. I can do the math there.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
Can you talk about that whole your college experience as a computer science? Because I know some of the things you told me. I think it's crazy you graduated on time.
Oh wait, yeah.
I mean, okay. I mean, my
What you're
college
comfortable with
experience.
sharing, of course.
Oh yeah. I mean, my college experience. I think my college experience definitely was like 10% academic and 90% social life. And I think even that is kind of like an underestimation.
Oh my god. What?
It's
It's like 99. Like
Probably.
Wait a minute.
But I mean, yeah, for those of you who don't know me, like for those of you who didn't know me in college,
Mhm.
I'm sure you guys know, but you know, like I remember Stefan told me one time, like he was going to class and he saw me at the tables, and he came back from class and I was still at the tables, and he went to his next class and he came back and I was still at the tables. That's basically that was basically my college life. I barely went to class, you know.
And he graduated,
He
y'all.
graduated.
Yeah.
He
He
graduated.
passed his classes.
I honestly think that's a miracle. I don't know how I graduated on time.
God is good.
Were you the one who was still waiting for your grade at
Oh, yeah.
graduation? Can
When
you
I
tell
was
us about that?
when I was walking on
Yeah.
graduation, I wasn't sure if I actually graduated or not because of my last class, senior year. I was on the borderline passing or failing, and depending on what I got on the final, it would determine like my grade. And I passed with a C plus.
Oh my god,
that's good.
that's better than.
Yeah, so I was like super relieved. Oh, I still remember that was the most stressful experience ever. Like walking and taking all the pictures with people for graduation, and like in the back of my mind, like I'm like smiling and everything outside. Back of my mind, I'm just like, dude, I don't know if I graduated or not. Like, should I be taking pictures? Like, should I even be here?
For all we know, he didn't even graduate.
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
Imagine
So,
if he failed that class.
I know.
that would have
Oh
been
my
super
God.
depressing.
Oh my god, we wouldn't have seen him for a while.
I was like, where's Peter at?
I've been depressed after that happened.
Yeah, especially because I had a job offer too.
Oh yeah,
That was on the line. If I didn't graduate, that was off the table as well.
Oh,
so.
dang.
I think Peter's a prime example of college doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you
Get a
guys saw the
job.
last episode, the last question, if college matters or not. I personally think, it gets you in the door definitely, but nowadays it seems like it doesn't seem like it's essential.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who don't go to college and get jobs. I know people who go to college for a certain thing and then get a job in a completely different field.
Mhm.
So
Facts.
personally, I don't think it's as important
Mm.
Right.
as it is. It gets your foot in the door. That's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good way to say it. Get your
Yeah.
foot in the door. Yeah.
This is to our son there right here.
Yeah.
He knows.
Expert.
He knows.
He's lived
the
longer.
This is why I said like we might sound stupid to some other people. For the last episode.
And Peter was dissecting. He's like, these motherfuckers don't know
He's like,
shit.
idiots.
Show these young bloods how it's
Oh man.
done. Literally.
I only look at you guys with awe and respect.
Aw.
I think
And
I take that all back.
sometimes.
backhand of like, all right.
He just like just a sprinkle of disappointment.
Dang, man.
Okay.
Okay, but
Interesting.
can you talk to us if you're comfortable sharing? Like,
Mhm.
I guess prior to meeting us,
Mhm.
those years, because you said those were your most difficult
Oh
times.
yes, yeah.
Can you like elaborate why?
Why was it difficult? I think a lot of it was relationships.
Oh, I
About-
remember.
we talk a lot about that here.
Yeah, I know.
It's our staple topic.
it is, and you guys need new topics. man.
Hey, but we have a new person, so it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
facts.
I mean, the relationship that I had with people, not just like a romantic relationship, but
Yes.
like
Oh, okay.
True.
like personal relationships with people. There were a lot of rocky situations, and I mean, in college, people are still relatively young. You feel like in the moment you're like an adult now.
Yeah.
You think you know everything, but looking back, you really don't.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of it was my fault, but also like not everyone's perfect. Obviously, it goes both ways.
Mhm.
But I think freshman and sophomore year, that's really when I learned to like manage relationships and like
Mhm.
conflict and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But learning that isn't easy. I'm sure you guys know, from personal
Yeah.
experience.
For
It's hard.
Hate people.
But yeah, I think I was just getting over that hump freshman sophomore year, which is why it was so hard.
Right.
And I think it affected my school a lot too. As much as I don't go to class,
That's the reason. It's just like,
yeah,
my
I think,
excuse.
yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely my schoolwork took a hit.
Mm.
I failed a lot of classes, I think, freshman sophomore year.
which
Um,
shocked me when I heard that the
I know.
first
when I heard
time.
that,
Yeah.
I was like,
I actually I don't know if I guess I'm allowed to say it because it's about me, but
Yeah.
I actually got kicked out of the major, my CS major.
wait, what? We did
Oh,
not know
really?
this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought I told you guys.
Breaking news.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but sophomore year I got a letter saying that I was terminated from my major.
Oh.
Oh,
But I wrote them like a what is it called?
like an appeal letter?
Yeah, appeal, yeah.
Oh.
I wrote them an appeal asking for like a second chance.
Oh.
And thankfully I got it.
oh.
Oh.
But
wow.
yeah. But
Dang.
yeah,
I did not
I
know
could-
that.
well, life could have been a lot
Well,
different.
how
Oh,
bad were
man.
you in freshman and sophomore
I
year?
think I had a GPA of like 1.2.
Oh my god.
Yo, some people just write their names on their worksheet and they still
Still get a higher
I didn't even do that. That's how bad it
Oh my
was.
God.
I didn't even show it to class.
Didn't even show up.
That point two must have been a pity point or something.
Sometimes I like skipped or exams and stuff.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Intentionally?
No, not intentional. I just didn't know because I never went to class.
Okay, that's why.
Oh my
Oh, I had no
god.
idea.
Yep, it was bad.
So
It was
then-
bad.
So then, would you say your junior year is when you like switched that around?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the junior year was an upgrade.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, we still saw you at the table.
That was an upgrade.
That was an upgrade.
Yeah,
At the
can you- yeah,
table 24/7.
just
We'll take it.
imagine.
We'll take it.
Well, he graduated, so
Yeah,
Interesting. Wait, what would you have done if they didn't take you back?
yeah.
probably would have dropped out of college if I'm being honest.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to study anything else really.
Well, what about why not IT? Because there's like a programming concentration there, isn't it?
I guess, but I don't know. Maybe that would have been my backup if I did get kicked out of CS.
Okay.
But I mean, looking back, I didn't even think of alternatives. I was like,
You
it's
just
like
dropped.
yeah, it was like all or nothing for me. But looking back, the smart thing would have been to go to IT probably.
Okay.
But knowing yourself back then, you would have
Yeah.
been like, "Fuck
I
that."
was- yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Oh damn.
Interesting.
man.
Glad you didn't get
I know,
out.
I'm
I'm
glad.
glad we saw a different side of Peter.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how
night,
we would
night
react
and
to
day.
Oh,
Sophomore year, me, and junior
Some
year.
people told me stories of
Yeah, I'm
the
sure you guys have heard.
length they went to get you out to certain things.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
anytime we mention Peter to the upperclassmen, it's like, wow, you guys should have seen him like back.
Yeah, they're
then.
always like,
Oh yeah.
That's they only mentioned that part. I'm like, what's he like?
It's like they're exactly
Did he have like
every
a dragon
time.
tattoo on his back and he was just smoking outside?
It wasn't like that, but it was pretty bad.
They just
I-
have an automatic response. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You should have seen Peter back then. I'm like, I hear that every time.
Like, I would like to see that kind of Peter.
I'm like, yeah, I want to see it.
I wonder what would have happened if like we came in when you were a sophomore. I wonder what would have happened.
I think
yeah.
it would have been a lot.
Small group
different.
wouldn't
Yeah,
exist.
I
I
think
don't
I
think it would,
honestly
yeah.
think this wouldn't have happened. Small group, I probably wouldn't have reached out to you guys as much as I did.
Mm.
Okay.
I think in order for someone to like really like reach out and like care for people, you have to be in a good place yourself.
True.
Ooh.
Fact.
And I
So-
definitely wasn't in a good
So
place.
were you in that place our junior year? Because you said like it helped,
Yeah.
like doing that helped you.
I think I was in the process of getting to a better
Oh, okay,
place.
okay.
I think I definitely was in a better place in sophomore year because I think summer of junior, the summer going into junior year,
Mhm.
I made up the mind to like really get a grip on my life and like
Mhm.
and so
Nice.
I made like conscious choices to like change.
Mm.
Nice.
But then I think like when you guys came in, that was kind of like in the process of getting to that point.
Mm.
Okay, I have a
Glad we
question.
came when we did.
Has anyone like while you're during junior year, right?
hmm
Has anyone like the people who knew you freshman sophomore year? Has anyone said you seem different?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Everybody, really?
A lot of people did, yeah.
Really? Were they
Yeah.
glad to see you like that?
Oh yeah, of course. If they weren't, then that's kind of messed up.
Why do that shit when you were depressed?
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you being an asshole now?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. What do you want from me? Like,
You want me to be nice? You want me to be an asshole?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
come on.
What do you want from me?
I'm trying to better myself.
You know what's sort of like it's sort of interesting to hear this
hmm
because my impressions of Peter were not like that at all.
Me too.
Because back then when I first came into college, I didn't give anyone my number, my socials, unless like I already knew them ahead of time, right?
Mm.
So when I first came, Peter asked for my Facebook, and I didn't like giving my like social, right? So I was very hesitant. I was like, oh. But it was college. I was like new, so I was like, oh, yeah, here, just add me. And then that other upperclassman, he asked me for my number, which has never happened before in my life.
Mhm.
a guy asking you for the number.
No, just anyone asking for my number, right? And then like, because I'll reach out to you like play basketball, right? But he actually did.
Oh, you thought he wouldn't
I,
actually
I,
text
I thought it
you?
was just something you said, and then he actually like reached out.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey, let me get your number. I'll hit you up. Like we can get lunch. Never hits him up. Scene.
I think it's all about intentionality. If you have the intention of wanting to reach out, then obviously those things happen. I think you guys mentioned this in like early podcasts about like friendships and like relationships. Yeah, it's like that.
Of course.
I'm a big fan of the podcast.
Oh.
Guys.
we
Watch every
did it.
episode.
Man, he knows. He knows.
It's so interesting to hear someone say like, "Oh yeah, I think you guys mentioned it in your other podcast."
Yeah, I know.
I know, right?
It's different.
I know,
And
it's
it's actually
have video proof.
it's different.
People are watching.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Interesting.
I know. Like, I think just seeing Peter and hearing those stories, I'm like, I can't see that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely from like a third person perspective, I could definitely see. Because I definitely think in the beginning of junior year, like I kind of I had to force myself a little bit, for me to
Yeah.
be like that. And so I could see why you guys would think, oh, Like I didn't expect that from him, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm glad. Because if you guys knew, like I was messed up in the head, then I'd be like, oh man, I'm not.
backing up. I'm like, Peter, back up. Like back up, dog.
Someone's like, yo, Peter was depressed last week. The fuck? He's like, he looks so happy right now. You lie.
This motherfucker dancing with joy.
You guys made me happy.
But you knew Patrick
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
you
know
knew
Patrick,
Patrick.
yes.
a while back.
Yes.
I did
So
know
I kind of
Patrick.
want to know that history a little bit too, man.
Yeah, so I am Patrick. I knew him in high school.
Yes, sir.
So I was a junior in high school, freshman, and he was a freshman in high school. I didn't really know him that much in school,
Yeah.
but we actually went to a church together for a little
Yeah.
bit, short while.
I think you left us.
I did leave you guys.
He's like, yes, yes. I
Yeah.
did.
Um,
Yes, yes, yes.
that was like family,
Yeah.
more family reasons than
Yeah.
anything. Because I really did like that church.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
You're still friends with a lot of people from that church, aren't you?
yes, I am. I've heard a lot of stories about you guys. But it's okay. But yeah.
Suckers.
I am
Shit,
friends
you
with
want
a lot of them still. Actually, my best friend's dad was the pastor of that church.
Yeah.
So
really?
oh.
yeah. So that's why I got involved in that church. But
Oh, makes sense.
yeah. Patrick and I we played soccer a lot, so that's how we got closer. And yeah, that's the reason why I invited him out freshman year
Yeah.
of college.
Yeah.
What you think of Peter back then?
Like in high school.
Yeah, in high school. We knew him in junior year. For him, I mean,
I mean, I didn't have a lot of thoughts.
Damn.
But Peter was just like one of those youngs,
really.
like I can look up to.
Did you see him in school?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
It was,
really.
like,
I didn't
very
see you
little.
around school.
I think it was like maybe in the mornings in the
Yeah, maybe in
library.
the
Like
mornings,
everyone,
yeah.
all the Asians hung out in the
Yeah,
library.
like you guys. Yeah, you
In the
guys. know.
morning, yeah.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute,
And
wait a
so
minute.
like I would
Like,
briefly see
yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
in the morning.
Would you guys say hi if you saw each other?
Yeah, of course.
He's like,
I play soccer later.
And we played soccer together,
Yeah.
so we.
So we hung out a lot.
Yeah.
And
Like-
then he had like his friends that were
oh,
also there too,
Mhm.
and that
Well, technically, they were friends with you too.
yeah.
We were on the group.
That's true. Yeah.
Because we all play soccer together. so.
Mhm.
okay.
So you guys didn't like hang out outside of soccer?
Not really.
No.
Back then, it was more because like back then it was like we all really stuck to our age groups.
Mhm.
So like I would hang out with like people that were my age. You
Yeah.
know.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
His
It-
grade.
It wasn't until college where I really started hanging out with like
more
like
wider
everybody.
gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, because he had his like friend group from
Aussies.
his grade, and I had my friend group from my age. So we
Yeah.
only hang out with like within the group,
Mhm.
unless it was like a church thing or soccer. Then we would hang
Yeah.
out.
Mhm.
So yeah, I didn't really get to see Peter much.
So you guys didn't keep in touch while he was in college, like the freshman and sophomore.
But then he saw you going to gym. He's like, "Fuck yes."
No, we actually did keep in touch because he
Oh, really?
actually
Just a little
messaged
bit.
me a little bit when I was freshman or when I came into Mason.
Uh-huh.
He's always like, "Yo, you should come out." Like he'd always reach out to
How
me.
many times did he text you before you went out?
Like twice.
Ah,
Well, first time I remember when I was walking.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was walking, either back to the tables or not tables. I was in the JC in the first floor,
Okay.
Oh.
and Peter saw me and he came up and he's like, "Yo, Patrick, come out to this event," you know. And then like I remember I was in the Fenwick library with some friends, and you messaged me. You're like, "Hey, we're having this outdoor like frisbee event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should come out." And we're like literally right there. You have no
Yeah.
excuse. They were right outside Fenwick, and I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll
Then
come."
he caught you.
Yeah, he caught me. Because he's like, "Where are you at right now?" I'm like, "I'm at a library," and he's like, "Fenwick." I'm like, "Yeah."
That's when you failed.
Peter's like, "No excuse, come out right now."
Yeah, we had free pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
You guys weren't.
We never did anything with free pizza either. We
Oh.
were in.
The only first time meeting Epic was at the meeting for me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
same
that
for
was
me
the
too.
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm curious. How did you guys come out? I know how you came
Yeah.
out.
This
think it
fool
was-
asked me.
Yeah. I,
Ah,
I was in a JC library.
I think this was after maybe that first initial time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I asked him.
Yeah,
but
why?
we had
It's
like
because we were going. It was a Friday.
so we were planning on going.
We were already planning on
Like
going.
I was texting you.
No, we were together.
Oh, all right. So
we
like,
were all together. We were
so
walking
like,
together.
we were in like a library or something, right?
Yeah.
Because back then, because we had mutual friends. I didn't know
Yeah.
him at the time, right?
Yeah.
I think I asked everybody around me like, "Hey, you guys want to go?" And then I asked you, and you're just the only guy who came.
Oh yeah, it was me, Paul, and Casey. I remember.
Where's Casey?
Kyung-chan.
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
yeah. So you're the guy who only came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened after.
The only thing I
That
remember
meeting.
it was a Friday, right? We had an epic meeting that evening.
Yeah.
We were already going because I remember
Uh.
I saw you at Fenwick. You're at the
Uh.
outside, and then I was like, "Hey, come
Oh,
on."
I
and
remember,
you're like,
yeah.
Wait, did you guys know each other before?
I saw him at a
KSA.
KSA. One time. And then I think that's the same day I saw you again. And I
We
was
saw
like,
each other at the tables. Yeah.
And
It's you with JJ.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were walking like somewhere all together, and then Seven was just like, "Hey man, you want to come out to this epic? Because we're going." And then you're like, "Sure." And I was like, "What?" He said yes.
You thought I'd say no?
He didn't even ask what it was. He just said, "Yeah, sure."
I think because it was it's like the college time. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm down for anything at that
Yeah.
point.
Freshman year,
I mean, I was like that freshman
Yeah,
year too.
because I was about to join a frat too. Like, I don't care.
That's how he came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's how you came out.
yeah.
Well, we all know how you came out.
Yeah, we all know. Everybody
But
knows.
Peter got me to come out.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. We would talk about Harry, but
Well, I mean, I could share how Harry came
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
I was handing out free T-shirts and I met Harry randomly. He was one of my victims. I mean, my
It's allowed.
lucky T-shirt winners, and so
victims.
they had these like cards that people wrote their contact information on, and I had Harry's, and so I like texted him and I was like, "Hey, dude, you should come out to Epic," and he was like, "Okay."
Okay.
But Harry was actually one of, I think, out of you four, Harry was the most difficult for me to like kind of like pull in because he was involved in another ministry.
Oh,
True, right?
Yeah. And so I was like constantly thinking like, how do I get this kid to stay?
There's more Asians here.
We're Asian.
Yeah, but I mean, thankfully he started coming out more.
Yeah.
And then we were formed.
Yep.
Let's talk about fall retreat.
No.
'Cause I think that's where it's solidified. That's in my memory. That's like the earliest moment of like.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like
I feel like fall retreat, like the beginning of fall retreat, is when I feel like I felt close to all of you except for Harry. Harry was, I was just getting to know you.
I remember, yeah.
But I was already close with Peter, but then I got closer to you two.
Was this
like,
before a small group or after small group? Fall retreat.
This was definitely after small
Yes,
group.
after small group. Okay.
Yeah. So we've all known each other.
Mhm.
So let's talk about fall retreat. So we were going to Epic, I think, consistently.
Yeah.
And they talked about fall retreat, which is, I mean, if you know what a retreat
Oh, I
is,
remember now.
yeah, if you know what a retreat is, like it's just you just go off and like praise the Lord and do a bunch of things. And then I think I was not planning on going.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but like somebody just said, just do it. And I had money, so I just paid it. Oh no, did you guys? No, no, no.
wait. I think.
No, you paid for him.
Oh yeah, I paid for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
but you
convinced
paid.
him. We convinced
Yeah,
him.
I don't know who I paid for.
You
So,
paid for him.
yeah. So like okay, so by the way, Harry's here. He's right there in the corner. But
He is doing intern stuff.
Mhm.
No, my dad scared my mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recognize that sound. I was like, that's
But,
normal. That's normal here.
okay, yeah. So Harry's in the corner, so he's just pitching in. But I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
No. I'm just,
Fall retreat.
oh yeah, so fall retreat.
Yeah, epic.
I still lost my train of. I don't know where I was going. Please.
Harry
He
wasn't
paid for
gonna
you.
go.
How did you end up?
Oh, so like I wasn't planning on going, but I think you guys just ended up convincing me.
Mhm.
And at the time, like my parents didn't like me like spending the night anywhere. Like if I go, I had to come back home.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I
during
yeah,
that
I
time.
remember.
I
yeah.
Also, like I didn't know how they would take the fact that I was going on a retreat.
Mhm.
So I think I lied to them and told them like, I'm just going on a trip to Maryland.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this.
I don't think it was technically a lie because I think we did go somewhere in Maryland. Or
It was like Pennsylvania, but
yeah,
We passed Maryland.
Yeah.
yeah.
We did. We were in Maryland.
Yeah, so technically, I did lie to them, right?
Yeah.
God forgive me, right? I did lie to them, and then I ended up going, right?
Mhm.
And then, yeah, then like I think it was like I did have more fun during the car rides too.
Yeah, it was fun. That car was
Yeah.
fun.
And you guys just decided to go, right?
Oh, I mean, I was already planning on going.
I
anyway.
think
Okay.
I think Min was like, yeah. I asked Min, and Min was like, yeah, I'm going. And I was like,
yeah,
okay,
I'm
then I'll come too.
All right. So I guess me and Harry were a bit more difficult.
Yeah, 'cause I think we were just like, yeah, we're down.
Hey man.
I definitely think if you and Harry didn't go, it would have been a lot different.
Yeah, actually though.
Oh, things
Might
would
have
have
been
been
just like-
different.
Yeah.
Who would he introduce all those girls to?
Oh yeah. I remember
Okay,
that.
so
No, I want Peter to tell this story.
You want me to tell this
Yeah, I
story?
want Peter to
I
tell
think
this.
Stefan can tell this story better.
Peter can chime in, right?
Yeah, I'll chime in.
I think
he's gonna have.
I was coming
Little
into the cafeteria, right? I don't even know what was happening, right? I think I was coming into the cafeteria and I just saw Peter talking to like there's a table like of girls and Peter was just talking to them, right? Because I think he knew someone in there. And then all of a sudden he just turns to me, he's like I don't know exactly what he said, but like they're like, "This is Stefan," and all the girls like they turn around and said hi at the same time. I just stood there and I ran away.
No, because I remember we were watching. We're like, what are you doing? Say hi. Say hi.
So
We were laughing so hard.
The reason why I picked on Stefan that retreat was because I could tell from the moment I met him, like he was like the most like fun to target. You know, like anybody else in that situation would just be like, "Hi, nice to meet you guys." But, like Stefan is the way he is. So I just thought it'd be funny, and it did not disappoint.
Oh yeah, it was funny.
It was so funny.
I don't know exactly what happened after.
Did you come back?
I don't know.
I think Peter like dragged him back.
I'm sure they're like, you said they're like, what the frick, right?
I don't remember what happened, to be honest.
All right, but I don't know. I think at the time I was also, I mean, nothing much has changed, but I was awkward around girls.
Mhm.
So it's just like a bunch of girls looking at like, hi, at the same time. So I was like, nope.
It was legit a table full of girls.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, also, the first night, right?
Uh-huh.
Peter was like, he just came up to me. He's like, hey, who do you think is cute here? Out of everybody here, who do you think is cute? And I just scanned the like, nah, I think I already saw this girl before he even asked, and I did think she was cute.
We came really early. So.
And then Peter was like, who do you think is cute? And I think she's cute. And he just burst laughing, right? And he ran to her and told her. And he thinks
The reason why I said that was because I was actually really close with that girl.
Oh,
So I knew who she was, like, personally.
Yeah.
And so I just thought it was funny because, you know, if it was anybody else that I didn't know, like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, but because it was someone that I knew, you know, I was like, wow, this is
They
great.
Peter helped you out twice.
Dude, Peter's so bold. Now that I think about it, he's
was
really
so-
bold.
Yeah.
I can't believe I couldn't believe that was happening.
His first retreat. All the stuff.
I can just imagine, like, Stefan's, like, dread. He's like, what is happening to me?
Oh my
I
god.
was dragged here.
It was really funny.
Hey, but, like, because we put Stefan through the fire, you know,
Yeah, nothing faces him now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
So, and if anything, I was preparing you for the future.
You want to tell the bathroom story or should I?
No.
He said nah.
Oh, there's limits.
There are
No,
limits
no,
here.
no.
He doesn't want
You
to
know what
talk.
I'm talking about?
No.
The car ride back.
Oh,
What?
that was pretty funny.
The car ride back. He had to go to the
I
bathroom.
actually don't know why.
That was
Just
hilarious.
yeah, you can tell. You can tell the story.
Okay, so we were going back home from fall retreat, right?
This is so funny.
And then Peter here. I had to pee.
Yeah, you
right?
have to-
I don't know if I said anything before. I think I said like, oh, I have to pee, right?
No, Stefan stated it multiple times.
And then I saw a rest stop coming. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
stop. And I just assumed he'd be like, yeah, let's stop by, right? And then so like it was on the like right side, right? But we're all the way in the left lane. So I was just sitting there because I told him like I just arrested. I think I said something, right?
Yeah,
Or did I not say-
Maybe.
No, I think Peter heard you. He just nodded, but he just.
And then like
you know.
I was like, I just saw it, right? I think I was staring at it, right? And I saw it as we approached. I was like, in my head, I was like, I wonder how Peter's gonna make it. We're all the way in the left lane, right? Speeding. I was just watching. I was watching as the rest stop gets closer. I just saw the exit, right? And I saw us pass. I was like, there goes the rest. There goes the exit. And I just stare at it as it goes by. And I was like, we missed the rest stop. And I think Peter said, I know.
Well, I said I know.
I think it was like we just. I think I was calm to a degree, right? And I was like,
and then you kind of blew up
and
after.
then you were like, and then you said something like, I know, or something like that, right? It was like, what the fuck? I have to pee. And I was like,
Yo, actually, I don't know why I just drove by. I actually don't know.
It's funny because I know Peter heard him. Like you said it multiple. We all were aware that you need
I
to go.
probably heard. I don't know. Maybe I can't rationalize my decisions.
I just remember like going on if I ran. I was like, no, we just passed the fence.
I think that was the funniest rant ever, though.
We were dying and I didn't let you go to the bathroom. Just died.
Oh
And
man.
he didn't stop at any other rest stop after either. We just went home.
Well, there was another rest stop. Was there?
What?
If there was another rest stop, I think I would have stopped.
We could have went. Like, we could have stopped at like some like a McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
We could have done something.
He passed every single exit.
He passed everything. He was
Speeding. There was no sign of slowing down. He didn't care.
He didn't change that one lane.
There could have been neon signs that said Stefan's bathroom. He wasn't gonna stop.
He was like, nope. We gotta get home.
That was so funny.
I was so blown.
Honestly, looking back, that was not a good thing of me. I
But I
apologize.
it was just hilarious.
It was just so funny.
I
I think that's when you
apologize.
guys got closer because
Yeah.
Stefan just ran
I
it off.
lost it. Yeah.
He just blew
That
up.
was so funny though.
But in that entire fall retreat, I think we all got like closer.
Yeah, we got
Uh-huh,
really
yeah,
close,
for sure, for
And then-
sure.
The car ride back was different.
Whose dirty socks was under my pillow?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Whose socks were under my
Oh,
pillow?
I know who. Oh my god.
Then they like all the upperclassmen like threw a prank or something,
Yeah, where you
and they
guys
hit
stuff
like
socks.
dirty like underwear
That's
socks.
a stupid prank, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
We
To be
did.
fair, mine didn't smell, so
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
I don't even think I realized, but like one night I was in my thing or like my sleeping bag or sleeping bag, and I just felt something. I was like, "What is that?" And then I think I ignored it.
kinda-
Last night I was like, "What the frick is this?" And then,
Wait,
But-
can you- what about the time when we all left? It's just you
do
two.
you want? You okay with me sharing that?
I can share that, I
Okay.
guess. Yeah. So I think following up like to retreat, like up until like we actually got to the retreat, I would just tell Stephanie, Steph, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Oh
you.
yeah.
And I was like building up this tension, like the suspense. I'm like, Stefan, I'm gonna get you. And then I think
It's the last night.
it was the last
day.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everyone was waking up,
Mhm.
but I don't know why I was so tired. So I was still sleeping. I think I was the last one sleeping still.
Mm.
And I think I woke up in the middle of everyone like getting ready to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was like half awake, but I like had the sleeping bag over my entire like head and everything. And so I was like, no one knew I was awake. And I hear everybody leaving, and I think Stefan was like, "Hey, I'll catch up with you guys later,"
Uh-huh.
you know. And so just me and Stefan in the cabin alone.
I was
And-
gonna pack my sleeping bag.
In my head, I was like, "Wait, this is the perfect opportunity to mess with him." And so Stefan, like up until this point, I think he's been like fully aware or like kind of like wary of me, and like kind of like being very cautious
Mm-hmm.
so that I don't do anything to him, you know, mess with him. But I think I guess at this point he thought I was asleep, so he let his guard down.
Huh?
He didn't even realize that it was just me and him alone.
I did.
And so like Stefan's just like packing up his stuff, you know, he's like carefree or whatever. And I just burst out of my sleeping bag. And like yeah, I just look at Stefan and his eyes are full of horror. He's like, what the heck? But yeah, I didn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the situation was just
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
I was like you said, I was like guards down, right? I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. All of a sudden, I hear like, whoosh, and I look over, and he's just like falling out. I was like, I was just like thrown, like I was just like thrown back that he's doing this. I was like, what's going on?
I'm just shocked. He was like flash before. He's like, "Oh, this is it."
This is where I go.
Yeah, I don't know why I messed with Stefan so much early on.
I think he gives the greatest reaction.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he
that's
gives a good
probably why.
reaction.
Yeah.
His reactions are so genuine. It's just,
Yeah, it's just so
it's
funny.
When he's scared, he's scared.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's very emotional.
Facts.
Good times.
Oh my god, man.
But yeah,
Man.
Peter did solidify our friendship,
Yes.
and then we would hang out too, like on our own, like us
Mhm.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Mhm.
And then you guys would include us into different things.
Mhm.
Yeah. They would always be at the tables.
They were
Yeah.
always at the
Yes.
tables.
When in doubt, we see Peter.
Yeah.
When
You
in
can
doubt,
always count on Peter to be at the
Peter,
table.
Tommy, Dongwoo.
Yeah, those three always at the table.
One of that. One of them is there.
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
in the
sir.
beginning, I didn't go to the tables right away, like in the morning specifically, because I had 7 a.m. classes.
Yeah.
And I would just be at the JC, like the dining area, right? And then like Tomo would come in when I'm there. So he would just sit with us, and then like people would just like trickle in, they would sit with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point, like they just dragged us up to the
Mm-hmm.
tables, and then that became like the spot to go to.
I remember one time Patrick was sleeping in that area in the morning one time, and I just sat next to him while he was sleeping, and I just waited for him to wake up. And he woke up and he was like, "Oh my gosh!"
At the tables?
No, at the one of the cafe areas in the JC.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah, I remember Patrick was asleep there in the mornings.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just scared him.
Why? I was having a tough morning. I was so
He just
I was
wakes
so
up and he's
tired.
like, what the frick?
I was so tired. He just freaked me out. I thought I was alone. And I wake up and you see Peter right next to him. I'm like, what the freak?
Give him a heart attack.
I gave him a heart attack, seriously. I was like, why?
It's just fun messing with you guys.
Fair.
I think he just pops out of nowhere.
He does. Yeah. I don't know how Peter does it. He's so sneaky.
Yes.
I mean,
sir.
you were sleeping, so it's not that
Yeah,
hard.
I mean, yeah. That's true.
And Peter always had the same outfit. that Adidas track pants and that Gray's
Yes.
like
Oh, yeah, the-
sweatshirt. Yeah.
Yeah, in college, that was like my notorious like
It's
outfit.
custom fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this like orange backpack.
Oh man,
Whenever you see that, oh, that's Peter.
You still have that backpack?
I do.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
I don't use it, but
please keep it.
It's an icon.
I will never throw it away.
It's iconic.
Icon.
Such a bright orange too.
I know.
Yeah, when I was in senior year of high school, I was trying to buy a backpack for college, and like I was like, what can I get that will stick out the most? You know, and I was like, okay, there's no way anyone's gonna have this orange backpack. I think my thought process was like, if someone steals it, you know, I'll know right away if someone steals it.
True.
But looking back, that was a terrible idea because it sticks out too much.
Because now look what you're wearing.
Yeah, I remember I'd be walking on campus and people just take Snapchats of me from like the window.
Oh my god,
And
man.
they'd be like, "I see you." Just like,
like
people
people
that
you
know
know.
me, people that know me.
Oh, say,
Yeah.
Look, there's
I thought it
Peter
was like
again.
strangers like, yo, look,
Oh,
this guy
no,
with the yellow
no,
backpack.
no.
Orange backpack.
Yeah,
Okay. I remember you guys were trying so hard to convince us to go to like CS too.
oh yeah.
Computer science.
I don't know why. I think, I don't know
It's
why.
like all the upperclassmen at the time were pretty much CS majors.
Basically, yeah, we were all.
Yeah.
Is it a CS, comm, or psych? To my knowledge.
Yeah,
That was the most common.
Mhm.
Facts.
And then
I think we just wanted others to share in our misery.
But why though?
They wanted to drag us
together in
down.
suffering.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there like a togetherness in suffering?
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
like
You become
vibe.
closer, you know, if you suffer together.
I just remember this one time. Well, it's not. Well, yeah, one time. Do you remember senior year when you took bio with me? I remember. Oh my god, the first day. The first day we went together, and I was like, "Oh crap! Oh cool! I have another class with someone I know, right?" And I'm like, "Hey, bet, right?" The next class, I go to the JC. I'm like, "Okay, I have bio soon." I don't see Peter. I don't see any. He's not in sight. I'm like, "Where's Peter?" And I text him, "Peter, are you coming to bio?" And Peter's like, "No." Peter, what the frick? And he was the one that convinced me to take bio. With him. I was like, "Why aren't you coming to class?" I'm like, "Peter, why aren't you coming to class?" And you know what he said? He's like, "Patrick, I don't need to go to class."
Fair enough.
I was like, I was so done. I was
I
like, you know
mean,
what?
I think both Patrick and Stefan have had classes with me, but like you guys can tell, like, you know, I don't need to go to class.
Yeah. No, he really doesn't.
I remember we were thinking of some jazz history class, right? And Peter was like, "Stefan, just study the study, guys." Like we had like quizzes throughout for each like course or class, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, "Stefan, just study the study. It's gonna be the exam." I was like, "No, Peter, you don't know. They're gonna change up the questions." I walk in. She literally took all the quizzes and stapled them and gave it to us as the final. All I had to do was memorize the answers, not even the questions.
Oh, wait, I remember that.
I was like just sitting there. I was like, I can't believe she stapled all the quizzes together.
You
Steph-
duped yourself.
Stefan is the definition of work hard, not smart.
Yeah, work hard, not smart.
Work harder, not smarter.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So
You
I was
should have
blown
believed
by
it. What? You should have believed it.
It's just I don't know. Like
He probably thought that because I never went to class, like, there's no way I could be right. Probably.
Why do you think he doesn't go to class? He knows what's gonna happen.
it was
But
you and Tommy.
Thing is, Tongu took that class before us, and he
You
told
guys
us.
didn't tell me that. That's the thing. They knew that. Wait, this is new information to me right now.
Oh, really?
You guys never told me that Tomo told you this.
Oh. I
Don't
could
you
have.
just said, Stefan,
I could have
study the quizzes. No, all you said
Wow.
was, Stefan, just study the quizzes. It's gonna, not even like, we know it's it. It's like, it's gonna be the final. All you said was, Stefan, just study it's gonna be the
Hey,
final.
at least you didn't fail the class.
There we go.
At least
I did it. Like, I could have gotten like an A.
What'd you get?
I got a B.
Shit. Oh my god.
Gosh.
He's just like, trust me.
That's all he said. He
Trust
didn't
me.
say anything. I was like,
You just gotta trust me.
Now you know.
gosh.
Hey, now you know.
Shut up.
Wait, did you still end up taking biology, or did you guys drop out of biology?
Oh, no. We took the
No,
class.
we-
Okay.
We finished it.
Yeah, he at least showed up to lab because he had to.
Yeah, labs, you have to show up.
Yeah, for a class. Ooh, I think he only showed up for the first class, the midterm, and the final.
Did you go at all?
I went to class every single day.
Oh.
Then why?
That's why I could tell he didn't show up to any class except for the midterm and the final. I'm like, Peter,
He's the living
I forgot he was in the class. By the time it was the midterm, he showed up. I'm like, Peter, what are you doing here? I think you're following me. You're creep. Like, what the fuck? Peter, what are you doing here? He's like, we have the midterm today. I was like, how do you even know? You don't even go to class.
Hey, he said he changed, bro. Now he knows when the exam is.
I do
That we
know.
He knows
Oh,
that.
God.
Yes.
He gets better grades than me.
This is the kind of people.
That's what pisses me off about
Yeah.
Peter.
Peter doesn't go to class.
And then he'll get better grades.
He gets better grades than me. Like, in bio, he finished with a better grade than I did. I was so mad. I was like, you didn't even go to class.
That's why you don't need to go to class. For all you viewers out there who are in college, I don't know if I should be saying this, but you
Tell
know,
him. Tell him it's okay. Tell him.
You know,
Peter.
class is not important if you just know how to work smart.
There we go.
Peter's the one who said you should learn how to Google stuff properly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a very important skill.
Yeah.
And
To
that
this
is
day.
super important in real life now.
Mhm.
Even my managers are like, they're like, if I don't know something and I ask him and he doesn't know, he's like, all right, let's Google this.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you do, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
What's
Save
your-
yourself the time.
Exactly. What's your manager gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't know, then what are you gonna do?
Hey man.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh, Peter.
Gosh.
Lesson learned. Don't take classes with Peter. Dog. Don't
You're
take
You're
gonna-
pretty much taking it alone.
Yeah, you're-
Let's be honest.
If you're expecting help from Peter, just believe him.
Mm.
Believe what he says.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still remember your pink iPhone.
My pink
I
iPhone.
think that's why I got a pink iPhone too. Or rose gold.
It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
You had a pink iPhone?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It was like all the rage back then.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why did I not remember this?
It was. I think I got a new phone. Wait, I think after I met you guys, maybe. Well, actually, if Stefan remembers, I must have had it when you guys were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did. I remember.
I remember you telling me how you got it.
Oh yeah, I just bought it on a whim.
Fair enough.
Straight out.
Really? Just because you like the color, or is it because
Just I honestly, I think that was when I was like not in a good place. So I was like, all right, retail therapy.
Retail therapy.
So I just bought a new
that's a
phone.
big ass retail thing?
It was, and honestly, looking back, it was a terrible idea.
Was your phone contract even over?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Bought it.
You just bought it out of
Bought
whim.
it.
I want to live like that. I want to live like that. If I
No,
wanted to change my phone, I change
I
my
don't
phone.
recommend it.
It's like I want this. I'm
Well, back then you were making a lot of money through Iron Age, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you're working at Iron Age.
that was terrible.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine you working at Iron
Yes.
Age.
Yeah, honestly. Oh man.
Just seeing all those annoying ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is bad. That was bad. I hated my coworkers.
my
Oh,
God.
man.
Hated the managers. Hated everything. Every time I see it, I like look at it in disgust.
Ugh, that's-
Even when they grill at me, you're like, ugh.
Yeah. I don't think I've been
It
to
is
Iron Age in like 5 years.
Mm.
After quitting?
No, I went a few times after quitting,
Oh, okay.
just because it was like the only Korean barbecue place around.
At the time, right?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the
But
time.
now there's so many here.
Now there's a
Yeah,
lot.
It's just
Yeah.
flooded.
I know.
It's disgusting.
I like
It is.
Kogeville though.
Kogeville.
I think Kogeville's probably the better ones.
Mhm.
Oh, we went there with Peter, right?
Oh yeah, we did go a couple times, I think.
This guy scarfed the meat. Literally, I like turned away for 5 seconds and it was all gone when I look back.
Who?
You!
Oh. I was like, I thought she was like, who you talking I was like, Peter can do it. He paid for that.
you thought he was talking
Yeah,
about that?
I was like, yo, of course he can do that. He paid for that shit.
We're just like looking at you. We're like, no, we're talking about you.
I don't feel guilty. I was like, shit.
The nerve to ask who. Nerve. Stefan literally turned and looked at you, and he's like, "Who?
You. Oh, no, she's
You.
genuine, dog.
You, dog."
Hey, man.
Like,
Shut up. You all enjoyed our meal?
We all enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
I know I did.
Oh man.
Ah,
what else should we talk about with Peter?
Hmm.
Is there anything else you want to ask us now?
Hmm. Trying to think. I want to think of something that you guys haven't talked about already.
there could be a lot.
There's.
Yeah.
You guys have talked about a lot of things.
Mhm.
So how are you guys liking, post college life compared to college life?
I love it.
I miss college life. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm like split. There's some things of college life I miss, and some things I like now.
Hmm.
Really?
So, like,
Like what?
I just like not having to worry about like exams and assignments. Like after I'm done with work, it's just like home free. I can do whatever I want without any guilt. I don't
Mhm.
gotta worry about nothing.
Oh damn.
But then I do miss going on campus
Mm.
and meeting and seeing people. Being forced to,
Dude, we were so much more social back then.
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
My God, what happened to us now?
I know.
I hate people.
It's such a chore to even meet people
I know,
nowadays.
right? When
Yeah, I
people
think
say,
that's an adult life though.
yeah.
I don't think it's just us.
That's why I missed the college life. I was so out there.
Yeah, it was more fun hanging out with people back then.
Yeah,
I think
for
compared
sure.
to now. Like There's nothing to talk about, just work.
Because you could always go to the tables and people are just there.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't even have to ask to hang out.
If I'm talking to like a specific time period, I think like my freshman, my sophomore year, I think those were like the best years.
Yeah,
Mm,
same.
yeah,
Because we had the upperclassmen, they were so dope.
yeah.
And once they were gone, it kind of went downhill, to be honest.
Yeah, it was dry out.
You can see they're there 24/7.
I don't care if the underclassmen hear this, but damn, it went down.
Oh man.
No, they don't. Tables are gone now.
Huh?
Tables are gone. Like they're
Oh yeah,
completely
it's
gone
like gone now. The tables are gone.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, Epic's pretty much gone too.
Yeah.
that's
I mean, I don't.
sad.
That's depressing.
I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
We tried so hard.
I saw it
I
coming,
know.
honestly.
Huh?
I saw it coming.
I think it's because of COVID though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
COVID
definitely.
was a big.
It was a big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't miss
You like it now? Like,
I like it now.
really. Why?
Yeah. What?
what are
why?
the reasons?
I think because like if I look back, I regretted those things more than I enjoy it now.
Mhm.
Like
What
that's
things?
why like what?
What things?
Like I regret like considering education, like my education, like the secondary,
Hmm.
not the first thing. So like, I think that regret is so high that I don't want to go back.
Mm.
But you made a lot of friends.
Yeah, that's like the only benefit. Like I made a lot of friends.
Mhm.
Like I'm so like close with a lot of friends there.
That's
I
right. You
met
skipped
there.
class for a reason.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
like I think if I would go back, maybe I think I might have done CS.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back then,
Mm.
I just didn't want to do math.
Bold.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say that, but math isn't that heavily focused in CS.
But like it's just the math class you had to take. It was like math.
It's
1,
not even
2,
that
3.
hard.
Man, I hate math.
I'll help you.
calculus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would have done it like a different major.
Different major.
Do you miss college, Peter?
I think like you guys, I definitely miss the social aspect.
Yeah.
Because I think socially, I'm a completely different person now than I was back then.
You don't even go out now, do you?
I rarely go out.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but
Patrick.
but it's definitely a lot harder to meet people.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have to
For sure.
put a lot more effort into maintaining
Yeah, for
relationships
sure, for sure.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
back
hate it.
then you just see everybody, so it just comes naturally. But
Yeah.
now it's like, you know, you kind of, as messed up as it is, you kind of have to weed out the people that, you know,
Mm.
Right now?
yeah, like, because your time is so limited that, you know, you can't, you know, distribute it to everyone like you did back then.
Facts.
You know,
You want to spend it with people that you actually care about.
yeah.
Not people you know, whatever.
Not to say that I don't care about people, but, you know, there's,
No, Peter hates people. You heard it here.
No, I'll say first, I hate people, so it's okay.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely harder to give my time to everyone as
Yeah,
well.
that's
Fair
true.
enough. That's fair, man.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think for like self-care,
Mm-hmm.
you know, purposes, like you really can't give your time to everyone, or
Oh,
else
yeah.
you're just gonna burn
Yeah,
yourself out. you know?
Facts.
Nice.
So for the people out there who are, you know, feeling guilty about not being able to give people time, you know, like I think you gotta take care of yourself first.
Wise.
Peter spit mad knowledge, man. This is why we need an older person here. No.
We would say something like, "Yeah, I just hate people."
Fuck
End of story.
Well, people
of
fuck
story.
everything.
You know, people
Annoying.
overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah.
You're just
Social-
antisocial, man.
Socializing overrated.
So, Peter, you're a good-looking guy.
I knew this was coming.
You have a nice watch. You have a nice car.
Man, he's-
You own a house, right? You own a house, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're owner of a house.
Hey, quiet down
What
there.
is your
intern.
status currently, relationship-wise, romantically?
I'm married to my work, boys.
That is depressing.
I
It
felt
is
that.
depressing.
I felt
He's
that.
married to his work.
But
Dang. Are
Respect.
you currently seeking?
I think that's kind of hard to answer because I think it'd be nice to be in a relationship, but
Mhm.
like honestly,
Mm.
I don't know if right now is a good time.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's because of your work currently.
There's a lot of factors,
That's
but
true.
I don't want to get into a relationship kind of like, you know, half-heartedly. You know,
Mm.
True.
I feel like if you want to start something, you should start it with the intention of, you know, giving, you know, at least not 100% maybe, but like, you know, a majority of, you know, your time to.
Mm-hmm.
And
At least you're willing to commit.
yeah, yeah,
You're willing
exactly.
to commit.
Yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
From UA.
Huh?
They're from UA.
I just don't care. I'm different. I'm way different, dog.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own, you know, personal like,
Yeah.
you know, method of dating. But I think for me, right now in my life, that's kind of how I view it.
Hey, man. Peter, you're still young.
Yeah.
You're 25,
you're
dog.
You're young and a half.
You look young too.
Yeah.
No,
That's why I said good looking, dog.
thank you guys. But you guys are way better looking than me.
Wow.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine why you're single. Because like technically you are what
I think a lot of
Yeah.
ideal girls or
Yeah.
girls, ideal guys would be
like
probably
if
you.
your intentions are to settle down like you are.
I mean, if you want to go beyond that, then you might want to get 8-pack abs, but like, sure.
Nah.
Peter, you're
I
like
can't be too perfect. I'm just kidding.
Peter,
But your
you're-
calves are
Peter,
magnificent.
you're like if we were characters in a video game and you like upgrade us like a couple times, we would turn into you. That's what we strive to be.
No.
like.
Yeah.
But we need to be
So,
level 99, dog. You're already
Like,
up
I
there.
don't
You're the
know.
final boss.
You guys are too kind. Too
So
kind.
if
Nah,
if Peter out here,
struggling.
not really struggling, but
It's
like, if
not like he's
single-
like actively looking.
yeah, if he's actively looking, still can date.
If he was actively looking, man,
That's over.
shit,
It's over.
girls left and right. He'd have to form a line.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like girl
that's-
19, you can come in now.
Like talking about
your
from,
appointment.
from what I hear, that's you.
No.
Shut up.
I don't know. Whenever I listen to podcasts about your relationships, it seems like
No,
you're the one who.
No, for
know.
Patrick, girls come to him.
You know
Yeah,
why? Because
exactly.
they exaggerate. So
I don't know. I've been there firsthand.
I mean,
For most of
no,
them.
they exaggerate so much. I don't know what they're talking about.
I think I can personally attest to half of their
This
stories.
motherfucker. Yeah, he would know.
Peter's
Yeah.
part of my past. Dang it.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
got
dang
someone
it.
literally from your
Exactly.
past.
Dang it.
I wish you should have shown him that side in elementary school, but I couldn't see it.
Then you would be my past.
All you did was Pokemon cards, so there was no way girls were talking to us back then.
Facts though.
I still like Pokemon cards.
Huh?
I still like Pokemon cards.
I was talking about girls, not guys.
I mean, we were in the 5th grade, so
Girls had cooties back then.
Mhm.
yeah.
But dang, okay. I guess that's your current status.
Mhm.
Respectful. Do you have any advice for some of us?
Ooh,
I guess
advice.
for
If you have any
single,
advice
Oh,
you know?
single?
for us
for
struggling
single
out here,
guys,
we struggling.
some of us.
I think from something that I guess this is something that if I were to like tell myself when I was like younger,
Mm.
I think it'd be, being able to be comfortable in your singleness. I know a lot of people who are like, who are single and like are really, really trying hard to get out of it because they don't want to be single. But
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being single.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
And I think, people should be able to be comfortable being single.
Mhm.
Because I think that also makes you look a lot more confident too.
Yeah.
If you just walk your stuff or like strut your stuff. I don't know what
Yes,
to
sir.
say.
Show what you got.
Yeah, exactly. Like just be confident in yourself. Be happy with yourself.
Mhm.
In your situation. You can't just magically change yourself just because you want something to happen.
Yeah.
So I would say if you're single and you feel like it's the end of the world, it's not.
Yeah,
just
guys.
learn to just be comfortable with yourself.
Mm.
Love yourself first before you can love
Mhm.
someone else.
Facts, man. That's right. It's been mad facts, Peter.
The
Mad
words
facts.
of wisdom.
Words of wisdom from a handsome man himself.
This
Yes.
is why it's so different. He'd be like, yeah, spitting facts, and we're sitting here like facts.
We literally got nothing else to say.
Like facts,
I
mad
can't
facts.
even argue.
Our
against that.
vocabulary is mad facts.
It's limited
You
right now.
spitting facts.
It's like facts, true, yes.
True, yes.
Actual, true statements you have made.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Was there anything else you want to like talk about? Anything else you want to like mention?
Yeah, that's our first
Anything you want to say
guest.
for the viewers? Your experience, actually, your
This is your
experience.
spotlight.
My experience with what?
Us on the podcast.
Oh,
Although
on
we're
the
not big,
podcast?
but
It was a great experience. Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
sound fake, but okay.
No, I had a lot of fun. I think it's definitely different from watching it versus
yeah,
being
Oh,
in
really?
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Because I think when I'm watching it, it feels like I'm kind of like like kind of like observing. Like
Yeah.
if we're hanging out, I think when I told you guys to start a podcast, it was because I enjoyed like watching you guys talk to each other because it was entertaining.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the podcast is like. But actually being in it, it's a lot of fun. Because I get to go back and forth with you guys too.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yes.
of course.
So it's definitely enjoyable. If you guys have future guests, I'm sure they'll love it as well.
Oh yes.
I hope.
We're gonna roast them hard, man.
What'd you say, you moron? What'd you say? You
I
idiot.
said, why don't you guys be respectful like Peter was? Like, shut your ass. If you ain't Peter,
you ain't the goat.
you didn't start all this. He's the one who practically gave us the idea for
he-
podcast.
I'm sure whoever
origin.
you guys invite, you guys will treat them with respect.
No, we
too.
probably won't.
They're like, hi. I'm like, shut up.
Uh,
Ask you to say anything.
But it was really fun reminiscing with
Yeah.
Peter,
It was.
Oh,
it
you
was.
man.
know, on a nostalgia train.
Yeah.
Thinking back, man, we were such immature kids back then.
yeah, I mean, I was immature too. I was. You guys might have seen me as like an older brother, but you know,
course, man.
like Stefan can tell about like the car ride and everything. I was immature too, you know.
We just thought it was hilarious.
That was so
Yeah.
funny.
I wasn't that much more mature.
Hey man, we were very immature, man. We laugh at anything.
Yeah.
We laugh at him
That's
missing a
true.
breast stop, dude. That was hilarious.
That was
to
so
us.
funny. I'm
I'm
not
sorry,
gonna lie.
Steph, dog. That was hilarious.
that was
to us, man.
I
hilarious.
don't know how I survived that.
Yeah,
I
you're
tried
so
it.
bad.
Poor bladder. I'll pay for any medical bills.
Yeah, you pee just fine.
You're alive.
You don't know that.
All right, Peter. Any last thoughts?
No, I'm good for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you for coming out.
Yeah,
of
man.
course.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
Thank
It was-
you, Peter.
It's an honor.
No,
Of
it is
course.
our
Our founding
An
honor.
hour
member.
honor to have you
Founding
on.
member.
Thank you,
Yes.
Harry, my faithful intern.
Yes.
Off
Thank
camera
you,
right
intern.
now.
Shitty ass job over there, man. Oh my God.
Thank you, intern.
He really put a lightsaber on my bench, man. Disrespecting my bench. Get out. Shut up. But anyways, hope you guys liked this episode with our special guest Peter. If you want to
Yes.
see more guests, let us know in the comments.
If you want to be a guest,
if you want to be a guest, let us know too, man.
Maybe we'll
Shit.
invite you. Maybe
we'll,
not.
we'll have to go through it. No, we'll have to go through an interview process.
Yeah,
you know,
interview
we gotta
process,
make sure
yeah.
you good.
You guys better be as good as Peter.
Yeah.
Actually, no one can even mount to him, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
If you're on the same tier.
Oh man.
So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, give us 5 stars on Spotify, and we'll see you guys next time. Shut up over there.
Be quiet. Bye bye.
Bye.